I'm Spin, and we're live and stuff. So, how you been? I've been pretty good. You know, and you know, working on a few projects here and there. I've had to turn the resolution up on my screen pretty high, or resolution. I've had to like increase the size so I can read the text. So I was missing things the other time. So if I missed your question or something, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I just really couldn't see it. Uh, what is this? LPS. Uh, really good now that I'm watching this. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do, but we'll do something. We'll talk about stuff, and I'll stay in suit for as long as I possibly can. Uh, also forgot to tuck this in, but hey, we're doing it, so whatever. Uh, let's see. LPS asks LPS Amber. Yes, LPS Amber. I think. Sorry if I get your names wrong or something, but I'll try. LPS Amber asks, "Did you make your suit?" No, I am in no way at all talented at all. I don't make things. I'm not good at that. I never have been. This suit was made by Lemon Brat, and which was pretty fun. Uh, the great doggo, the great doggo said hi, so hi back to you. Uh, let's see. LPS Amber, you got my name right. Also, how much was your suit? Well, I bought my suit as a partial, which came with the paws, the arm sleeves, the head, and the tail, and nothing else. Right off the peg from Lemon Brat, and I think that was 11, $1,200. I think it was just right off the peg for them, and it was really good. But they also offered the ability to do a full suit and have it delivered at the next con they were going to go to, which was AC, and I was going to go with the AC. And I think that was with the alterations I had, which was the little spinny marks and things that I put on it. I think we ended up around 2,400 or $2,600 in total for the suit. And if you're wondering where my full suit is, it was a little too short for me, and I'm kind of a tall guy, so I had to have it sit back and have them fix that, which they will be bringing it back to me for the next FWA. Let's see. Hmm, let's see. What was Potato King asks, "You like bacon?" I can't think of a good question. Yeah, of course I like bacon. Yeah, I really do like bacon. In fact, I've been doing, the keto diet for a while because I wanted to lose weight and also so that I looked better in my suits. And it's kind of become a staple of my life now. So there's that. Let's see. Let's see. um, Benson. Benson asks, do you still have a deal with the redneck neighbors? Yes, I do. I still kind of have to deal with them. Um, they they're still there. They just don't really do as much. I think the other night they were shooting guns off again, which I mean, we're outside the city limits, and this is Tennessee, so we shoot stuff, and I like guns, I do, but this is my neighborhood, and I really don't want them to do that. But they don't care, and if I call the police don't care either. So I'm kind of stuck. Let's see. Let's see if I try not to miss any questions or anything. Uh, Hold on. I have to actually get closer because I still can't. Seeing out of this is a little harder than you might think. And also, I'm dying. Let's see. LPS, Ember. Okay, yeah. Um. Oh wow. They are really talented. I'm going to check them out after the stream. Thanks for answering. Oh yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. Uh, they're usually really good about getting stuff. The only thing negative I can really say about them is that the faces are going to be kind of samey unless you like are asking for something very specific. So keep that in mind, okay? Let's see. Uh, oh, Uriel. Oh Lord, he's doing spin in real time. Quick, make him say difficult words. Yeah, sure. You could try to make me say difficult words. That way you can see how I would say them as spin, if that's what you really want. I don't know why it would be what you'd want, but if that's what you want, I'll say words for you. Cool, whatever. uh, it's at let's see, was it Losness? Losins, I think. It's sad seeing you struggle to read the chat. Yeah, it's sad for me to have to struggle to read the chat, but the chat is like really far over there. It's on the TV. Um, I turned the camera around, but it's a lot of trouble. Let's just keep in mind the chat is way over there, and I'm looking through that, and also I have one of my like stage lights like right there. It's like, right in my face as well. So I'm doing the best I can. So if I lean over here, it's because I'm trying to read the chat. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I'm playing games while you talk. God, I don't know that I am the appropriate background. Actually, who said that? Wait. I should probably say that too. Jax. Yeah, Jax. Hi, Jax. Jax is apparently playing games while I talk. Apparently, I'm good background music for games. I guess. So well, hi Jackson. Go get him or whatever it is that you're doing. I don't know what game you're playing. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Razor also asks, hey Spin, who made your first suit? Again, it was Lemon Brat. So go check them out. For just a second, I forgot the words I said not 5 minutes ago. Let's see. Uriel, you want me to call you want me to call you daddy? No. Let's see. Baked. Oh yeah, it's hard to see through the head too. can't hardly read in mine. Yeah, that is very difficult. Um, if some of you don't know, when I do any of my videos, I have a rudimentary script that I follow that I have to read, and I usually write it really big so I can see it through this. Can be kind of difficult. Um, Also, just so you guys know, when I'm like prepping things like that, I take all of your comments and things into account, like things you might want to see or things you might want me to do. Let's see. Baked. Oh, okay. So, what I mean, I need glasses to read. I need glasses too, and can't wear them under the head. So it's extra hard. Yeah, I can imagine that would be really hard. Luckily, I don't have to wear glasses or contacts. But that would be exceptionally hard. Mm. Um, playing Sniper Elite Four. Jackson's apparently playing Sniper Elite Four. Um, on the highest difficulty. Yeah. Because this is the voice that you want backing you up when you're trying to sneak and be stealthy. You know, this has got to be a little bit nerve rattling. Rattling? Nerve rattling. Those are words. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Oscar, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing really well. Thanks so much for asking. Um, After last time, it got really, really hot, and I'm not saying it's not going to again, but I took a look at my thermostat and realized that I had it on high, and this was going to get really bad really quick because we got all the lights, we got all this. It's kind of a smaller space, so the heat was going to get pretty high, which was going to kind of suck. But let's see. Yeah. So I did manage to actually kind of clean up my paws a bit. This is in thanks to I'm trying to open this up. Nope. As you watch me struggle to do the most basic of things. I put my paws on wrong, so I can't use my finger slips to even cheat. That is awful. Please open from this side. I think. Does it open from this side? This is really awful. I want to tell you where I got this stuff. And I probably should have pre-opened this. Alright, I'm gonna break the magic for just a second. Just so I can read this. So, I couldn't figure out how to really get the paws clean, and someone linked something on Twitter that's from Plushy Dog Treats. It's the Etsy shop, and they send you this. It's kind of like a soap bar in a bag. It's and it works really really well. Like I treated these paws pretty badly. As I was walking around MFF the entire time with just bare paws. So these were very very dirty. They're still not super clean, and I'll probably need to go over them again. But they are much cleaner than they were. And I did that last night. So I got it in the other day, and it works really well. So if you're looking for something um, to fix your poor choices, if you like me did white on the bottom of your feet paws, then those guys they definitely got your back. And They sent their invoice, has like stickers and stuff on it, and they bothered to handwrite thank you on it, which I thought was very nice of them. Um, but yeah, it wasn't too much. I think I paid like $15 for that, and it's really good, and it got here pretty quickly. So shipping was good. Let's see. Uh, how long will you be streaming? Is it Lawson's? Lawson's asks. Um, I'll be streaming obviously until this whatever this is consumes me. Um, I'll be streaming for probably I don't know, maybe 2 hours. I guess maybe we'll see. We'll see what people want, and if you guys really want me to stream a lot, I will. If you're like, no, you need to go away. I have other things to do. Then I'll do that too. I'll leave. I guess that'd be fine too. Let's see. What's this? Uh, let's see. Razor asks, how is staying with a roommate going? It's going really well. It can be very, very helpful. There's a lot of adjustments to make because you want to make sure that everyone has their appropriate space and everyone gets what they need. And um, also, it's probably important to clarify that I actually do have a roommate, and not just like with spin and switch. You know, keep poking his eyes. Um, let's see. Oh, sure. Uh, yeah. Oh, sure. I'll tell you if I need some help. Let's see. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. Let's see. Uh, Oscar has a question. Do you like the scary slash horror movies? And if you do, what is you want is what is your favorite? Ah, okay. I do like some horror films and um, some kind of like sci-fi thriller, that kind of thing. I do really like some of those. My favorite is kind of an old one, and give me just a second. I have to. That can be really annoying. um, my favorite horror movie that I used to watch when I was a kid, which I don't know if my parents should have been letting me watch horror movies as a kid, but I turned out fine. So we'll just was a movie called Maximum Overdrive, and I really really liked that one. It was I don't know why, but as a kid I found that really amusing and funny. It was basically just um, it was just it was just a movie of what are you doing, Rick? It was just a movie about a like a weird sort of mysterious cloud encircles the earth, and all of the machines come to life, and they're apparently really tired of our crap, so they start trying to kill us all off. Um, and for some reason, when I was a child, I found that amusing, and also, just a really cool concept. But I also kind of developed a little bit of a pathological fear for like of machines when I was a child because of that. I also really like Nightmare on Elm Street, which I was shown when I was about 8 years old. which can't be good for me. It just really can't be. Let's see. I hope that answers your question, Oscar. I'll do the best I can to answer everybody's questions or anything like that. There is some stuff that I want to talk about, which is con stuff and places I am going and just travel stuff because I really like to travel and that aspect is really important to me. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Los. I'm just gonna shorten your name to Los, so I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Streaming is one of the best ways to interact with your audience, so nice. It's nice you are doing it regularly. Yes. That was a decision that I made to kind of end cap all the other videos that I'm gonna do in a month. So all videos I do in a month, at the end of the month, I will be doing a live stream to kind of talk to you guys, see what you like, see what you didn't like, allow you to give commentary back to me about my videos. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Why did you like them? Why did you hate them? Um, all of those things. It's really important to me that you guys get to interact with me about that stuff because I make this content because I like it, but also I make it so that you will like it. And whereas I do get the final say in all of my videos because I'm the one who has to make them, I do want you guys to feel like you're a part of everything and that your opinion matters and that I'm listening to your opinion because I mean, everyone kind of says this. It's like it's not just my channel; it's your channel too. That kind of thing. That's kind of true, but really, it's my channel, and I will do what I like. But I really, really like hearing your guys' opinions on things, and I like to change things up as much as I can. Certain types of videos do take longer than others, so do try to be patient because if I have a video idea, it might involve a lot of people that are just not here. Good Lord, Rukia, what was that about? Let's see. Where did I lose track of things? I kind of go off on tangents, so I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Andy asks, have you ever worn a surgical mask, and if so, why? Um, no, I've never worn a surgical mask that I know for any reason. Mainly because um, who's gonna want me to do surgery on them, and also the fact that you think that I might have like a wife or a child, maybe, or for God's sakes, if you think that I'm a doctor, sweet Jesus, no. Um, I I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I would not be able to deal with being a surgeon for one. I don't even like hospitals. I don't like being in them. It really creeps me out. Let's see. Uh, Hosh is just saying solar flares. I don't know what that's about. Uh, I don't understand why my cat is doing what cats do. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see here. Oscar says Maximum Overdrive is 1986, a Stephen King book, and Nightmare on Elm Street is 1984. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I did know that Maximum Overdrive was a Stephen King book. I don't know if that's the original title or not, but I didn't know that. I just never read the original, which I probably should, given how much I like the movie. Um, because usually those don't normally coincide with each other really well. Like the books usually kind of better, mainly because books don't have to have budgets and and lengths of time. They just are. Let's see. Um, Magnus read. Hello, everybody. Hello, Magnus. How are you? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Um, let's see. Potato King asks, do you listen to music? And if so, what's your favorite genre? I don't really have a favorite genre, to be honest. I just listen to whatever music strikes something in me. I find that music is something that's kind of important to me because it can um, it can allow you to express different emotions just by listening to it, and it can change your emotions. It can lift you really up high, or it can bring you back down. It really, um, to quote Harry Potter, Albus Dumbledore said, "All music, a magic far beyond what we do here," and I think that's very true. Let's see. Um, let's see. I can't read that name. Bella Tryland? Bella Tryland? Well, some of you guys have some really long names. Hope you know that. It's hard for me. I have dyslexia, guys. Just so you know. This Sometimes this is bad. So we're just gonna go with Bella. Hi, just wanted to say that you're awesome and I love you and please continue doing such a great job as you are doing right now. You're the best. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Um, I don't know that I'm necessarily the best, but I do try. So um, I'm really proud of where like how far I've come. So I won't be. I guess the word is churlish and do that whole false modesty thing. But I'm proud of where I've come, and I've just got such a long way to go. So I hope you guys will stay with me. Let's see. Oscar, gotta go now. Bye. Thanks for answering my questions. Bye, Spin. Bye, Oscar. Thank you for so much for hanging out. I hope to see you next time. Let's see. Yeah. Uh, Limo, cat alert. Yeah, Rukia is just kind of bouncing around throughout the room. She just does that. When I'm filming, she'll hop up on my lap. She'll do a lot of different things, and um, those are uh, those are things that I try to discourage her. Pardon. Those are things I tried to discourage her from doing, but she does anyway because she likes to be very close to me. She has since she was a kitten. She'll just kind of jump up and sit on my lap, and I don't know. I've never been able to really just stop, and but it's kind of the opposite. A lot of people really want their cats to pay attention to them, and I was really hoping that my cat would kind of not pay as much attention to me as she does. But she's awesome, and I wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. So there's that. Let's see. What is this? Magnus. I'm doing good, Spin. I hope you're doing good as well. Yes, of course I am. I'm doing as well as I possibly can for today. So, yeah. um, let's see. Andy, uh, what kind of animal is Spin? I'm a fennec fox, with the big ears and the things, see, big ears. And very fox shape and the tail, what with the multiple colors and the bit on the end, and it's also white and hard to keep clean. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, Mr. Muffin. Then you have what? I don't know. You're gonna have to be more specific, because I'm not entirely certain how to answer. You have what? I mean, I'm sure there's a way to answer that. I just don't have the skills to do that. You know how that is. How's the weather where I am right now? It's actually really sunny and nice outside. If I wasn't doing this, I would be on my motorcycle riding around. It's really nice. In fact, probably after this, I might get on my bike and go ride. Let's see. Mystic, hi Mystic. No, not really. I mean, like we started 30 minutes ago, but that's okay. It's not like a class or anything. I'm not gonna mark you like you know tardy or something like that. Yeah, you can come in and leave whenever you like. I'll still be here. That's how it is. Let's see. No garage. No garage. I think is that right? Am I saying that right? No garage. I think so. What you have? I have things. I'm guessing you're asking what type of bike I have. I have a 675R Daytona Triumph. It's a sport bike because I really like sport bikes. I don't necessarily have anything against cruisers. I just like sport bikes a little better. I like their lines and it appeals to me, and I like to go fast. Uh, let's see. Akamichi. Akamichi. I think Akamichi. I believe. Um, Anything new you want to do this year for 2019? Yeah, actually, there's a number of things I want to do this year that I really, either haven't been doing or haven't been doing a lot of. I'm obviously going to a lot of conventions, and that's nothing really new. Uh, I go to lots of conventions anyway, so there's that. But I don't know. I think I want to progress my skating more and get better at it. I'd like to land a double, uh, like a double rotation jump or several of them. That'd be nice. I'd like to compete in a few more competitions. I've got my first one coming up. I think next week. Next week I have my first official skating competition. So I'll be doing that. Um, but of course I'm like 33, so like my competition isn't really there. There's like no one. I just kind of go out and skate and do stuff and have fun. So it's a really low stress environment for me, at least right now. Let's see. Let's see. Uriel, I guess Uriel is leaving. Bye, Uriel. I'll chat with you later. Probably give him a call sometime when he's not busy. Let's see. Let's see. How's the weather where you are? I can't read that name. Uh, Calendrin. How's the weather where you are? Yeah, it's very sunny outside. It's very nice. Let's see. Let's see. No garage. Holy cow! I want a speed triple. My brother had a speed triple. It was very nice. Um, I don't think that he was necessarily completely always being legal with it, but it was a really fun bike, and I rode one once. It was very nice. Let's see. Mystic. Oh, wow. Good luck with the competition. Thank you, Mystic. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just me kind of competing against myself, trying to get as good as I can, which is nice. Let's see. Um, one thing I will be doing sometime this year. It really kind of depends. Um, I will be starting a Patreon at some point this year. Here's a good question for all of you guys that are in here. So all of you guys get to tell me right now what it is. If I opened a Patreon, what would you guys want? What would you want me to do for you? Because if you're going to be a patron for me or something like that, I would want to know kind of what you would expect from me. Like what would you want to do? Would you just want like a Discord channel? Would you want early access to videos? Um, would you want personalized videos? What would you want? Let's see. Oh, let's take a few other things. Let's see. Let's see. Kamichi is wishing me good luck in my competition. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Sparrow. Sparrow's actually here. Oh, hey, Sparrow. Yeah, you're late, but that's okay. It's fine. I understand. You had other things to do. See, Mystic. Um, huh. Having considered that, I just went to throw support to you. I just want to throw support to you. Yeah. Thanks so much for just wanting to throw support, but I really want to be able to give something back to you guys, and that's really important to me. Is that you guys feel like you're fairly treated, and that if you decide to support me in some way like that, and I decide to even do this thing, that you guys get something out of it that you really want. So that seems reasonable to me. And let's see. Uh, let's see. Mr. Muffin says a Discord and maybe some behind the scenes. Discord, maybe some behind the scenes. I could definitely make some behind the scenes stuff happen. That's basically just me sitting around going, "Are the lights right? The lights aren't right, are they? They're not right. Everything is terrible forever." That's really what that's going to be. Is me just kind of looking at a board and discussing things and going, "This line doesn't look right, and maybe we should change this." And you know, um, it'd be things like that. So I certainly hope that I can provide something like that for you guys. Let's see. Uh, Alki, which I'm basically just called Clan now, because it's just easier. Clan says like I bet most folks. What? Oh no! Wait, my phone's alarm went off. Um, let's see. Clan was saying something about most people in here would probably just want paw videos. Yeah, I suppose they probably would. Uh, things like that. I'm not necessarily like just straight up opposed to that kind of thing, but it's just that it's a bit lewd, and that's not really what I'm about. So I mean, I'm good with paw shots and things, because they're cute. But anything else, anything more specific than that, I'm sorry, but that's just not something I'm going to do. So if that's what you got your heart set on, no, no. Uh, let's see. Uh, No, Garage. I'd want you to do your homework for me. Um, uh, I want you to do my homework for me, and that I want you to do my homework for me. Well, I've already said that I'm dyslexic, and also you never saw my grades in school. Some of the people that do know me, you should ask them. You should ask Uriel how well I did in school before you ask me to do your homework for you. You might fail. Let's see. Um, did Sparrow say something? Oh yeah. Oh, oh yes. Let's see. Sparrow. It'd be nice if patrons could get input or suggestions on your content, maybe blogs on your future plans and such. I could do that. I definitely am really okay with having people give their input on my content and how things go. I'm definitely okay with that. Especially since it it is inordinately hard to come up with new ideas every week, or things I think you guys might like. So I'm always open to suggestions. My DMs are open on Twitter, and you can follow the links and things and find me on most of my social media platforms. So, if you got an idea and you think it'll really work, shoot it to me. I'll definitely look at it, and if I think I can do it, if I think it works, if I think it works for my characters, I'll definitely consider it. I really will. Like that's no joke. I'll definitely look at it. I look at anything you guys say. I look at. I really do. I promise. Let's see. Um, let's see. Clan has a question. I hope you don't mind me calling you Clan, but doing the whole Japanese thing in this voice is just not going to work. Let's see. Clan, I do have a question. What are your thoughts on furries that are very high standard? I'm not entirely certain what you mean by that. What do you mean by high standard, Clan? I need to know what that is before I can answer the question. But I'll be happy to answer it. Shameless promotion, I see. Yes, yes, I am going to shamelessly plug myself and everyone else. Also, if you haven't checked out Sparrow's artwork, you should definitely do that because he does some really great stuff. Let's see. No, Garage. I'm already failing anyway. Uh, I like your random videos with life advice. Just keep talking and I'll watch. Oh, thank you so much. I do try to get things that are kind of tangentially related to the fandom. So that's really important to me. That things kind of relate back, and you might not think that they do, but if you put some time and effort into it, then you can really see what I'm talking about because it'll be usually something that's happening in the fandom, and I'll make a video that's kind of related. That like things I've said, like like safe spaces and how they can be overused, and how we should treat them like medication because they can be really helpful to some people, but overuse of them can be really toxic. Let's see. High standards, as in you have to have a fursuit to hang out with them, or you have to be known to hang with the cool people. Like the okay. So this this kind of thing happens a lot, and it happens like way too often in our fandom. And I'm really happy that Clan brought this up because this is a topic that I could definitely talk about if I don't continue to eat my balaclava. Hold on a second. Let me try this. Okay. So my opinion on those people is that they're kind of just the same type of cool kids that you see in high school groups. They're the same type of clique that basically they care a lot more about how many people follow you and what they can get out of you than really a friendship. And friendships are really really important. So I wouldn't worry about those people. In my opinion, I don't deal with those people very well because they have a tendency of looking down on other people, and just because they can't afford a fursuit, or they don't do that, or they don't hang out with the right people, they're not in the right circles, or anything like that. In my opinion, those people, well, if I'm really honest, those people are garbage. They're garbage people, and I don't give them my time. So if the only reason you want to hang out with me is because I have a suit or I have a channel or something like that, then yeah, I don't have time for you. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I don't need that. I don't need their validation to be me, and you don't need their validation to be you. Please remember that. You do not need their validation to be you. These are the same people that were most likely rejected from the Cool Kids Club in high school and are now basically playing gatekeeper for their own private Cool Kids Club that they get to push other people out of. So that's their whole deal, it seems like to me. And screw those people. You don't need them. Let's see. Um, Sparrow, I didn't mean me. I just meant your actual fans. I'm just here for the cat. For the cats. Yes. Ruki is over there. She doesn't want to come on to the camera right now, but she's over there. Let's see. Um, what's was that? Uh, Scruffits? Is it Scruffits? Scruffles. Scruffles the bird. Hi, hi, Scruffles. How are you? Let's see. Cosmic. Hi, Spin. How goes it? It's going really well. We're about 50 minutes into the stream, and I don't feel like I want to die yet. So we're doing good. Let's see. Uh, let's see here. Mr. Muffin, this this turned into a motivational speech. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I get really passionate about things, and I will just go off on a tangent about it because I feel like that some people don't think that they're worthy, or they're worth what they're worth, and we tend to sell ourselves kind of short, and I find that to be kind of a shame. And I don't want people to do that, so I try to give them positive reinforcement for that kind of thing. Let's see. Uh, Uriel has a question because, of course, you do. Um, as a nihilist, do you ascribe to the version of uh, ultra nihilism, and do you allow for the greater value to be placed on uh, sentient creatures? Um, Actually, I've never really looked into ultimate nihilism, so I think you have successfully caught me off guard. on that, I can research that and get back to you. And as I have your phone number, Uriel, I could just answer you then. But as far as nihilism, I mostly subscribe to the idea that nothing uh, nothing really matters, and because of that, you get to make up your own interpretation of what matters to you in life, and that is the most freedom that you could possibly have. Let's see. No garage. I believe nihilists put a high value on. What is that? Uh, Marmots and ferrets. Yeah. I mean, like I like ferrets. And I'm technically a nihilist, so maybe that's true. I think ferrets are kind of adorable. I'd have them, but they smell really bad, and well, they tend to kind of get loose, and just because of their natural ability to fit into places they definitely shouldn't be going, it'll be hard to get them back out. Um, so like uh, if they go behind the counter or something, then that's my ferret gone. I'm not getting him back out. He's just gone. I have to like lure him out with treats and stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Potato King, you always have words of wisdom. I try to have words of wisdom. Mostly I try to leave people with words to think about, and hopefully they actually do think about those words. It's kind of important. Let's see. Let's see, Jax. Did you look at the game I talked about last stream? I did look at the game. I haven't had a chance to play it though. So um, a lot of things have been coming out. Mostly, I've been playing a lot of the Division Two, and it kind of grabbed my attention and held it. So I've been doing that a lot. So I've been doing lots of shooty gun games, which were super fun. But I will get around to actually looking at it and reviewing it a little bit. Oh, let's see. Sorry, no garage. Sorry, Big Lebowski reference. Yeah, I actually have never watched the Big Lebowski. It's something I definitely need to fix, but I always seem to be doing something else when I am going to watch that. But I should really fix that in the coming weeks. Let's see. Mystic. Now I want a ferret Sona. Well, yeah. I'm sure you could definitely get a ferret Sona to work. Let's see here. Let's see. Sparrow. I'm so deaf. I thought you said lure the ferret out with trees, not treats. Yes, yes, trees. Trees will do it. Trees will do it too. Ferrets love trees, I think. Let's see. Clan, I asked that question because there are furries who feel left out but are very talented and don't have a fursuit. You do not have to have a fursuit to be in the fandom. That's kind of that's kind of a thing that people have a misconception of. You don't have to have a fursuit. You really don't. Um, I like having them, and a lot of other people obviously do too. But it's a question of money, and realistically, it's really important that you guys remember that these are luxury items, and you do not need them. So if it's a case of like whether or not to eat or have this, then eat. Don't waste your rent money or anything like that. Be fiscally responsible. All of those things. This is just something that's a luxury thing, and yes, those people do tend to feel left out, and they shouldn't be. If they're really talented, you don't need a fursuit to do what I'm doing. Like, I can take this off, and we can continue this live stream like for another hour without my fursuit on, and we'll have just as much fun. I promise. But to those people that feel left out, that feel like they're like being kind of pushed aside, or that they don't feel that way, it's just natural that people gravitate towards the fursuit kind of stuff because it's big, it's plushy, it's cute, it's adorable, and allows you to kind of express yourself a little bit further. And I can do these things and be all cute and do this and all of that, and I can do those things, and that's adorable. But ultimately, it doesn't make me a better person, and it also doesn't necessarily make those people less of a person. Like you look at people like Alkali and like Lord Pandez and Okukage that just use their natural charisma, and that's all they use, and they're just an abundantly hilarious group of people. Now, I also know that I'm missing out Xander, but Xander does fursuiting, so I like Xander too, but he does fursuiting, and it doesn't work for the example. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. No garage or those like me who are not talented and don't have a fursuit. I don't believe that people don't have talents. It's just that people don't utilize their talents very well. Um, you could be very, very talented at something, and you just don't recognize it as a talent. What seems easy to you could be just straight magic to another person. Always remember that. It's not about you feeling like you don't have talent or something like that. It's about thinking of the things that you do really well and playing to those strengths. So try to do that. Uriel, if your neighbors manage to shoot the trash panda, what preparations would what what preparations would they use to cook it for dinner? Uh God, they'd probably if they did that, which would be kind of sad because I do like the little trash pandas and things. I think they're adorable. But if they were, they'd probably cook it over a pile of pressure treated wood because they're not smart people. Not smart people. So, no garage. I want you to think about this. My neighbors exist. And by virtue of my neighbors existing, you are wildly talented. Wildly. Just remember that. If they can exist and continue to breathe and be oxygen thieves, then you can do anything. Let's see. Uh, Ragabash. Uh, you wouldn't want to be forced to eat your first. No, I would not. I definitely would not. Let's see. Try to do this. Let's see. Clan, I need a fursuit to in. I need a fursuit to enter furry dance competitions, but favoritism plays a big part in competitions and it's sad. Yeah, you're gonna find that anywhere you go, and that favoritism is gonna play a huge part. So that's a problem, and I'm terribly sorry about that. But it does happen, and I really wish it didn't. But we're trying to work through it as people and move past that. But there's really not a lot we can do. People like who they like, and unfortunately, sometimes it's not me. Sometimes, and sometimes it's not other people. But all right, guys. So we've been streaming for about an hour, and this is a bit hot. So if you guys are okay with me taking my fursuit head off and stuff, we'll continue streaming. What do you think? Do you like that idea, or do you want me to continue just doing this? Okay, take it off. Like okay, okay. I'll be head off camera this time. So there's that. Okay. Oh. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? Let's see. Let's see. The Ragabash. The comment about eating your fursuit made more sense when we were talking about having not having enough money to get one. Yeah, it definitely would, and especially considering how expensive these things are, um, you might end up like that. You know. Okay. Now I can see the chat really well. Whew. Let's see. Uh, I appreciate you guys. You know, caring enough about me overheating. Um, so that's a big thing for me. Because normally when I fursuit for about like 30-minute periods to 45-minute periods, and then I'll go back to the headless lounge and take a break and just kind of chill out. And when I'm shooting, obviously I have the option of taking my head off, re-examining something, looking at something, that kind of thing. It's really really quite important to me to do that. So I hope uh I hope that this continues to be okay. I like doing part of my live stream in fursuit, and the other part kind of much more me, I guess, in that regard, and not doing the voice. Although I can now hold the voice a lot longer than I used to be able to. Let's see. Um, let's go down the list a little bit here. See what is. Uh, Mystic, yeah, dang it, I want that couch. Yeah, I actually really like this couch. It's super nice. Um, I'm pretty happy with it as a whole. Let's see. Jax, I joined this fandom because of Uncle Kage and Alkali and Boozy the Badger. I forgot Boozy. Yes, Boozy is also another one who's extraordinarily funny and just has a lot of charisma, and you can see it. Like there's a lot of passion there, and like this is someone that's able to take their personal life and use it as fuel for the fire, and that to me is just awesome. Like these people that they take their life experiences, they tell these stories and things like that, and that's kind of what inspires me to tell the stories that I tell and talk about things that I talk about, like talking about the things that happen at the hotel I work at, and really spending that time uh kind of getting my personal life out there to you guys to a certain degree, and trying to make it funny and amusing. And sometimes the stuff that happens to you, especially if you work like night shift and things at places, like those things can be crazy. Let's see. Let's see. You need one of those liquid cooling vests. You can use it
on the Triumph 2. Yes, I thought about getting one of the liquid cooling vests, and I've asked some people about that because when you're just sitting around the headless lounge, a lot of people have those. They have cooling vests, and sometimes people have, well, certain conventions have radiators where you can recharge them because those, once they run out, actually starts to become a bit of a detriment to you instead of a positive. And that's something that I think that some people don't really consider is that once that stops being cool, that will start to absorb heat and reflect it back at you, and so you'll need to like get that off even faster. So yeah, it's something I'm looking at, but I think only for certain conventions that I know for a fact are going to have like recharging stations, because otherwise it's just going to be useful for like an hour or so, and then it will really not be okay after that. So it's something to consider, definitely, and I'll definitely look into it. Let's see, Jax. You should have seen what Boozy Badger did. Tweet not too long ago. I almost died in laughter. I need to probably keep up more with some of those guys' tweets and things. I try to keep up with everything that I can, but um, I kind of I'm a bit scattered and I lose focus, and I'll get really excited about something and then really excited about something else, and I kind of bounce around a lot. So I generally come back around, but yeah. Um, that's definitely a thing. So I wanted to also talk to you guys about the travel and stuff that I'm going to be doing. I know in the last stream that I did, I listed off the cons I was going to. Those cons again are going to be in particular order is MFF, Confuzzled, AC, and MFF. Um, I want to do Texas Furry Fiesta because I think it looks kind of cool. That was that's actually this weekend. That's happening right now. Um, but I'm trying to limit myself to those things because I'm also traveling to other places. Like uh, I want to travel back to Japan, and I want to do stuff there, and I want to also do some shooting there, which is kind of hard to do because you need written permission to do certain shots in very specific locations, and I really want to do like a fursuit shoot in like Tokyo and things like that. It would be really crazy to do and shoot like an entire episode. Um, you know, have a number of people come and do this with me, and I've discussed it with those people, and they seem to be really cool with it. But it's a question of us all getting time off, us all doing what we need to do. So anyway, to turn the conversation back over to you guys, you know, is there anything that you would want to see me do more than anything else? Is there one thing in particular that you want, one type of video or something that you guys have been waiting for me to make and I've just never made it? I may just never have considered that before, so this would be the time. William Lemon, catch you later. Got to walk the dog. Have fun streaming. All right. Thanks so much for stopping by, William. It's been great doing this thing. We've been doing this for an hour now. So if there's anything you guys want to see me do, I'd be happy to do that for you guys. Within reason. I should clarify that. Definitely within reason. Some of you people will take this license a little bit too far. So snowboard in the suit, Hosher. No, Hosh, that's not happening. I'm not snowboarding in my fursuit. I'm not very good at snowboarding to begin with. So like fursuiting would just add an extra layer of difficulty to that I would not be able to do. But yeah, we can go over a couple different issues and things if you guys like. But I'm at your disposal. Whatever you guys want to talk about, Let's talk about it. Anything you guys want to do? Rook, yeah. Rook. Oh, yeah. Hosher is pointing out that I have a lot of badges strewn across my wall. uh, let's see. Ragabash, run for political office as Spin. Um, I could do that. I probably would. If I won, that would be awkward, and it would also take away from time I have to do this. So, uh, and knowing how my country is right now, I might win. Let's see. Mystic. I have to think about your question for a while. The usual blanket response is whatever makes you happy. Might apply for now. Yeah, obviously there are things that make me happy that I want to do. S- Jax is saying, for example, do a collaboration with Uncle Kage. Um, well, here's the thing. I don't know Uncle Kage personally, and I've talked to him like once at a convention, and that's it. And like collabing with people, I need to know the person, and also they'd have to want to do that with me. Like I couldn't just call somebody up that I don't know and basically ask them for a collab. Um, I mean, I guess I could technically, but it would seem kind of rude. As I don't know him very well, and he's also a very busy man, I don't want to. I don't even know if Uncle Kage watches my stuff. I really don't. I would hope that he does, but that's a different question entirely. Let's see. So in short answer, Jax, to collabing with Uncle Kage for an example, I don't know that that will happen as he would have to watch my stuff, like my stuff, and also invite me onto his thing. Um, just how that would have to go. Let's see. Um, I like Mystic says I like to skip between spin and switch. More of those would be cool. Yes, we have some ideas for those. Mostly, I've just written out a few jokes, and I just don't know how to make them into a thing yet. But we're still working on that, so that's still a thing that we're looking at doing. Um, Uh, Kobe Fox, I really like you talking about being older in the fandom. Yeah, that was actually kind of a bit more of a passion project, I think. Um, for me, because it's something that I've always kind of felt as just like as I was getting older in the different fandoms I was in that you have this feeling of being kind of like it's almost like you're unwanted or no longer welcome there because you passed some sort of imaginary line and now it's just um and now it's just it's no longer okay for you to be that or to be who you are and that you should like grow up or this that or the other thing and I always felt that way as that like that one day I would be too old to go to cons anymore and I wouldn't do them anymore and that or I'd be running conventions instead of like cosplaying or fursuiting or something like that and it was something that was very it's something that was like a deep fear of mine that I was like approaching um, some sort of like imaginary line that once I passed it, that was it. The fandom would no longer accept me and no longer want me there, and it was like heartbreaking. And really, it's all in your own head. Like it really is. It's all here, and you shouldn't let something like that stop you from doing what you want to do, stop you from being happy. because if you do, you'll be miserable. And there are people around you that will tell you to do that. And those people are miserable people. They really are. And they want nothing more than for you to be miserable with them. So yeah, um, I just don't let those people have any influence over my life, which works out really well for me. Let's see. uh, let's see. Sparrow, tell us how to cook the best steak. I am hungry. Can you tell? Yeah. I could do some cooking stuff. I actually really like to cook. It's something I really enjoy, but I don't like all of my fursuit stuff is white. Like you know, spins, paws, and things are white. So is switches. Like a lot of the suit is also white, and the idea of cooking with grease and or with oils and steaks and things like that, which leave just a considerable amount of residue. It would be so bad and so I mean like I would have to do it just as me. And if that's what you want me to do, I'll do like a cooking video just as me. But it would not be as spin or switch because the possibility for the suits being damaged is just too high. Also, the type of dexterity that you need while cutting things up and doing things is rather difficult. I know some people do it with just their heads. I know one fursuiter that's part of the Nuke family does that really well. His name's Hounsey. I've liked a couple of his videos on my channel, so if you want to check those out, he does a really fantastic job. He's also a fantastic photographer. His some of his landscapes are just awe inspiring. So go check him out as well. They're just he's just amazing. Let's see. Uh, you should do cooking with Spin. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't reading that. Let's see. Let's see here. Sparrow, happy to watch you cook. Yeah, Sparrow, you've watched me cook before. You've watched me cook in person. So, like, you've already got that. Um, Ragabash, do a cooking video as you with quick cuts to spin and switch, making commentary. I could do it that way, and that would probably be the best way I could keep my characters involved in this kind of thing. Um, and I might actually do that. So if I do a cooking video, I would probably have to do it the way that Ragabash is suggesting. Um, I guess I would owe you a producer credit for that, right? Let's see. Uh, um, Mystic, yeah, no suit required. Would totally watch. Yeah. Thanks for that. Jax, maybe do some drawing. No, no. Okay. Maybe do some drawing. I'm not a very good artist when it comes to sketching and things. Some people have seen some of my work. It's not very awesome, so I probably wouldn't be doing that. But again, if you want to see someone's artwork and things, you should definitely go check out Sparrow, or maybe Cabe and Neo. They do really excellent artwork. I think I don't know how often they're open for commissions. Finn, another good friend of mine, does really good artwork, crazy good stuff. Again, Ink and Quill do great stuff. Um, if you guys are interested, um, I could make a complete list. If you can't find Cabe and Neo, whose Twitter handles I can't really parcel out right now because I don't have them memorized. You could just look for Chanel, and it can kind of lead you. You could kind of backtrack from there. But yeah, they're all really excellent artists to keep an eye on. And eventually, if we can talk them into it, Sparrow might do some live art uh, if uh, if I can if I can force his hand. Let's see. Ragavash, I prefer the title creative director. I could put you in there as that if you like. Mystic, maybe it's just me, but I always want to see more of the creators surrounding scenery locales. I enjoy folks in suit to be suiting. Yeah, definitely. Doing suiting like outside of like my little studio area here that I've got set up. It's, uh, it's definitely a thing I could do. If that's what you guys want. I have to come up with some other reasons for that, but I think we can do it. Um, but something to bring something back that Hosher mentioned a while ago is that I have a plethora of con badges, and these are actually all the convention badges I have ever attained through going to conventions and things. I've been going to conventions since I was about 18, and haven't really slowed down or stopped. So that's the thing. And a lot of these are like a lot of these mean a lot to me. And I think is it up there? Yeah, I think this one here. I don't know if you guys could even see that. That one that I was just kind of pointing to and moving. That one there is, I believe, my first convention badge I ever got, and it was Anime Boston, and I think it was like I want to say it was 2005. So I've been cosplaying for a long time, like a long time, and then I got into fursuiting, and now we're here because of a joke that went wildly out of my control. Um, so guys, we've been doing this for an hour and 20 minutes. You guys want to keep going, or are we good here? It's entirely up to you. The stream is entirely in all of your control. So you guys tell me what you want, and that's what we're gonna do. Sound good? Sounds good. So, what do you guys want me to do for you? Hmm? I suppose I could go get the cat. Rukia, here. We can get the cat. I know that, you know, Sparrow likes the cat. So, we'll do that. Um, Singing Orca, how do you do Spin's voice? Well, that's kind of difficult. That's kind of difficult to kind of, I guess, explain. Um, uh, but um, I can do the voice out of the suit if you guys want, but you guys have to basically decide that that's what you want me to do. and I can try to explain how I do it. Is that cool with everyone? Or would you rather me just keep Spin's voice when I'm doing it in suit? That way, it doesn't break something for you guys. Okay. Spin's voice is really actually my voice, uh but pitched a little higher. Um, so I basically kind of pitch my voice a little higher, like this, and I tend to kind of keep my airway a little restricted, so that when I do the voice and I'm being Spin, it sounds a little bit more like this, and there's kind of a lilt, so it's a bit of an up and down arc. So like when I start a sentence, it can be kind of down low, and then I bring everything up and then back down again. Rukia. Huh. I hope that kind of explains it. I got a question. Jax has a question. How come? What happened? Okay. Oh, I guess Jax no longer has a question. Uh, I hope that actually helps. Singing Orca. I hope that works for you in some way. Um, but that's how I kind of. The idea was kind of born in Artemis's living room. Because they wanted me to do nihilistic things and or say nihilistic things on camera. And Spin had never actually had a voice up until that point, and I was just kind of being, being a bit silly, and I was just like, well, I can just sit there and just say things like, darkness is eternal. There is no escaping the void, and things like that, and it stuck. Um, Potato King, gotta go. I'll be back for words to think about. Thank you so much, Potato, for joining us for as long as you did. Snow Garage. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Do more nihilist spin with Artemis. Yeah, we do have other projects planned to do later. Again, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be like a bit of a thing to do. Jax, back again with your question. Um, uh, I got a question. How come uh you did follow me on Twitter? I'm just nobody. I got a little confused. I just decided to follow you. Sometimes I do things for no good reason, and they don't really have like some sort of like you know. At the time, you followed me, so I just followed you back. Um, and it's not really anything. Sometimes I just decide to follow people um, just because. Um, uh, Losinski, if I ever got a suit, I'd probably be a silent suitor. That's what I intended on doing too. I really did. I intended on being a silent suitor. Ruki, are you just gonna sit on my lap the entire time? I guess so. Um, I intended on being a silent suitor and uh, never really talking, just kind of. But it was so limiting that like having to kind of like do almost an interpretive dance to get people to understand the point I was trying to make. That after I did that one video, I just decided that like, yeah, I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna do it, and that can be a little nerve wracking for people because I guess we feel kind of almost judged when we do voices and things. So, but you just kind of have to do it and just like you have to basically just commit to it and just do it, and you'll be fine. If I can get away with sitting there and talking like this the entire time because you guys really like it when I talk in Spin's voice, then you can do it too. I think. Um, let's see. Uriel, hey Spin, we had our third girl yesterday. Hey, congratulations, Uriel. That's great. Um, I've got spares now. Need to borrow one. No, no, that's cool. I'm good, thank you. The girls love your suit and videos. Yes, great. Thanks so much. I'll definitely if they really like my videos and they I could we might need to get together and do something special for him. So give me a call a little bit later after the stream's over, and we'll discuss doing something nice for him. Uh, let's see. Uh, Mystic, Rook looks so smug on your lap. Yeah, Rook always looks smug. That's that's just her face. Just the way her face looks. Um, but yeah, that's really good news, man. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for you, man. Uriel has 3 kids, and all of them girls, and they effectively run his life. So thoughts and prayers and such. If you do prayers, I don't, but whatever works for you. You do you. This is Oscar. What was it like collaborating with other furries while making YouTube videos? Um, it's weird. It's like it was weird getting to know some suitors I looked up to, uh and really like have a camera presence, and like and are just ridiculous in their ability to just create and just off the cuff. Like some of these people are just crazy. Like when you're talking about Artemis and Chanel, like the 2 people that do Chanel um are both just stupid talented people. Cave and Neo are some of the most ridiculously talented individuals I've come across. Um, First and foremost, I didn't know it was 2 people for a while. And second of all, like th- you wouldn't ever know, um, like at all. And let's see. Oh, I see. Gotham wants to come in. Let's see here. That's why Rukia is like digging her claws into my leg. Let's see here. Sorry, I got a little distracted. The dog was wanting to go outside, and it was freaking the cat out. Um, but collabing with those guys was just ridiculous. I had a hard time keeping up, and I always feel like I am not nearly keeping up with their level because I'm not. I'm not like I'm barely holding on when I'm doing stuff with them because they are just so much more talented, so much more skilled in just improv, and it's something that I have to work on and have to get better at. I hope that answers your question in a roundabout way. Uriel, it took me like 2 weeks to mimic Spin's voice. He obviously hates his vocal cords. Yes, it does kind of hurt, and I worked with Uriel a little bit on trying to mimic my voice, mainly because Uriel will be at AC with me, and it may be Uriel in Spin suit and not me. But he should be able to mimic my voice fairly well. Um, because I might be in this boy. I might be in this boy here. Let's see. If Spin and Switch had day jobs, what would they be? Um, for Spin, um, that's a good question. It's not something I've really thought about. Uh, like I'd say that I'd say that it would have to be like customer service on different ends, because a lot of my snark comes from the fact that working customer service long enough will make you ridiculously snarky, and it also makes you generally hate the public. Um, I hope that answers your question. But I need to think about that one a little bit more, like to really give a pointed answer. Let's see. Which fursuit do you feel more expressive in, Spin or Switch? For right now, I feel much more expressive in Spin, because I've developed Spin's character a lot more than I have Switch's character. Switch's character is still developing, and it takes time to do that. And I'm still kind of finding exactly how his voice should sound, which is much more like mine and much more just toned here. But when you're making a character, when you're having this character, and you're putting effort into it, and you're putting time into it to make him what you want him to be, it just it's going to take me a little bit longer for Switch to really come into his own, I think. Let's see. Uriel, for those of you who haven't seen it, Spin had a chance to uh body throw his idol Artemis on film. Yeah, for those of you that have not seen that, uh if you go to Artemis's channel and check out the con self-defense, uh you'll see me throw Artemis around at MFF, which is a bit of an old video now, I guess, back in December of last year. So, hopefully you guys have